Friends, Earl@logbook.com. We are back in the universe, which is to say we are back in Universe Sandbox. We are going to create some mayhem and havoc, because why wouldn't you really? The fun that we're going to have today is we're going to ask ourselves, what would it be like if every planet had a twin at the opposite end of the same orbit? Now, some of the planets have more elliptical orbits than others, so this may be kind of difficult to accomplish. But, let's, put an extra Venus in, an extra Earth, an extra Mercury. And where it really gets fun is, why have one Jupiter when you could have two for double the price? And let's have an extra Saturn. What's the worst that could possibly happen if you had an extra Uranus? Well, I don't know. What about an extra Neptune? Let's find out. I have a feeling we will find out very quickly. Okay, we are going to hit play and start advancing time here. Okay, so we've got 2 Mercuries, 2 Venuses, 2 Earths, 2 Mars. Got 2 of everything. Couple of Jupiters, couple of Saturns. So just extra planets appear in the sky for no readily apparent reason. We don't seem to have a whole lot of mayhem going on. Although Venus and Mercury and Earth are... it's like they're kind of racing to see if they can catch up with their doppelgangers. It's sort of fascinating. Okay, we had the 2 Mercuries are getting up close and personal. 2 Venuses. Huh. I can't help but think that we will be dealing with some fallout from that later. In the outer solar system, everything moves slower. Not much going on. Even Jupiter is going to try to catch up with that extra Jupiter and see what's going on. Strangely hypnotic. Okay, and the 2 Earths are going to do the same. Let's check in on our outer planets. Yeah, really Jupiter and inward seems to be where things are getting weird. Perhaps moving a little too fast there. Now this is a kind of simplified model of the solar system I'm working with, just to be clear. This model of the solar system is not worried about moons, satellites, anything like that. It's just the planets in their orbits. Where's the sun going? Interesting, the sun is moving. Sun, buddy? Where you headed? Oh, I wonder. I wonder if having two Jupiters is, you're kind of throwing off the amount of pull the sun is feeling. Especially since, whoa, one of those Jupiters is, whoa, where are you going, dude? Jupes? One's going inward, one's going outward. I can't help but think that that's going to cause some planetary mischief. Okay, so we have our first major bit of weirdness. We've got inside Jupiter and outside Jupiter. And we've got the sun, feeling the pull of something else, obviously. And it's not moving in a straight line, so yeah, I'm definitely thinking that the whole double Jupiter thing is going to come back to haunt us. Now, wait a minute, they're both out here in a funky elliptical orbit. Whoa! Whoa, okay. I think we almost kissed. Yeah, I think the situation with two Jupiters is probably extremely untenable. So, let's see, do we still have two of everybody? Yeah, no one... Yeah, we haven't lost anybody yet. I mean, really, what's the worst that could happen? Our Saturns are behaving themselves. Uranus and Neptune are behaving more or less normally. But then again, they're in these very slow, distant orbits, so they have not even had a chance to meet their identical twins. That was not really a near meeting of the Jupiters, but it was our Jupiter situation is getting a little weird. The thing that kind of inspired this as a thought experiment was, ironically enough, 1966 Doctor Who story, actually the first one in which the Doctor regenerated. All of a sudden Earth has a twin planet, except the continents are backwards. It's like looking at the Earth in a mirror. And it's somehow gone undetected on the opposite side of Sun throughout all of history. The opposite side of the Sun. That's an intriguing notion, because if there was, if there was a planet of the same mass on the exact opposite side of the Sun, how would you be able to tell? You can't see it through the Sun. However, in this scenario, where things are not staying exactly opposite the whole time, I think we would know that we have stalkers. Every planet has a stalker. All right, so we have this one Jupiter that's just, and I don't know if that's the original or if that's the new one, but it is suddenly just swinging out halfway between the original orbit of Jupiter and Saturn. And I can't help but think that that's going to start messing with the orbit of Saturn significantly. Then again, there's more than one Saturn in this simulation. So I try to extrapolate this out to, if it were a real situation. Oh, here we go. We got some Jupiter action going on. Okay, one of them just changed orbit slightly. Oh, both of them did. If you try to extrapolate this out as if it were a real situation, what would this do to the asteroid belt? We have long heard the notion that Jupiter has probably diverted comets and asteroids away from the inner solar system, and has to some extent protected us, which has, prevented, impacts that could have altered the course of life on this planet. I'm glad the two copies of Venus get along so well. Really, the terrestrial planets are fine. It's the gas giants and their mass and gravity that makes me think we are going to have some planetary shenanigans very soon. Oh, what was that? Whoa! Okay, so one of our Jupiters just significantly shifted its orbit, and again we are back to a point where it's halfway to Saturn. And our two Saturns are about to catch up with each other and have a chat for the first time. And things might get a little crazy. Whoa, where is Jupiter going out there? Okay. Our Saturns are kind of getting along. Although I think they have changed each other's orbits. And I'm thinking that extra Jupiter being almost out to the orbit of Saturn, one of the Saturns, is probably has a finger on the scale there. Slow it down, check on our inner planets. Oh, what are our Earths doing? I mean, we're just zipping around like this is a racetrack. I mean, again, pursue it as a thought experiment. Would one Earth launch an expedition to the other Earth? If they got close enough to each other, I mean, you could probably just send a space shuttle over. It's designed to go through the same atmosphere. Why not? Oh, we got some Jupiter interaction going on here. I think our Saturns have kind of messed with each other a bit. Whoa, what is this going on out here? We have one Jupiter going out past the orbit of Saturn. And, whoa. What do we got? I think one of the Saturns just... This is getting crazy. One of the Saturns is going inward. One's getting gradually pushed outward. This other Jupiter, the one that is staying more or less in its place, is not staying in its place. It's in this very elliptical orbit. Okay, we've still got 2 of everything in there. Okay, we've got some Saturn shenanigans going on here, maybe. Oh, he went further out. This Jupiter is doing some crazy stuff. I mean, how safe is that to just have an extra Jupiter just roaming through the outer solar system? Okay, now one thing I keep forgetting to check in on. The motion of the sun. Even the sun is being pulled off course here. Oh, and we clearly have an inside Venus and an outside Venus here. Okay. I don't think our Uranuses and Neptunes have had to deal with each other. And I'm thinking that this Jupiter practically passing through the asteroid belt, this simulation isn't really concerning itself with that sort of thing much. But I'm thinking that couldn't possibly be a good thing for the planets inward of that. And what did our Saturns do there? Whoa, where's that one going? This extra Jupiter is messing up so much stuff. It's just kind of mesmerizing. So I guess what our extremely simplified simulation is saying, okay, not a lot would happen, it's just there's suddenly two of everything. And yet, we are seeing where a lot of stuff would happen. There would be some extremely unpredictable interactions. And you have to imagine that that has got to affect the stability of the solar system as a whole. Whoa, whoa, where's this extra Saturn going? Oh, we've got one Venus that's now swinging out almost halfway to Earth. That's a perfectly normal thing to do. Okay, so now we have oh, hang on. We've had an interaction here that is sending that Saturn way out there, almost halfway to the orbit of Uranus. Alright, so let's just fast forward this a crazy amount. A 1,000 years per second, why not? And let it run. Okay, now we are in the year 4000. Let's see where things are. We have a copy of Saturn going way out there. Oh, we now have a Saturn passing through the asteroid belt. That's gotta be perfectly okay. Maybe it can replenish its rings. The inner planets seem to be okay. This is crazy with the Saturn and Jupiter action. The shift in the orbits is kind of amazing. And let's zip ahead a little further. I think we're about to have some okay. I was thinking we were about to have crazy interactions with our outermost planets, but not so much. do a quick inventory check. We've got 2 Mars, 2 Earths, 2 Venuses, 2 Mercuries. We've got 2 Jupiters where neither one of them should be. And the same with both of our Saturns. One last fast forward before we call it a day. I just want to see if anyone just gets flung out of the solar system entirely. Alright. And Jupiter's almost dipping into the inner solar system here. The terrestrial planets are trucking along fine, but extra gas giants just do not play well together.